I love the program. And, I thought, I'm a seasoned business professional. But I'll tell you, getting your perspective from someone who has helped many women start their own business. I mean, there's a skill in that, and you gain a lot of knowledge, and you've been doing this for a long time. Gave me the opportunity, I think, to learn so much faster and to help grow my business so much faster, where I'd still be doing stuff that wasn't quite right had I not had that guidance. So number one, the starting with the reflection, the who am I? Why am I doing this? What is, I didn't reflect. I wouldn't have reflected as much or as deeply without that guidance. And then you have such a great network of women entrepreneurs that I could go to. I could ask one person a question on something, and they weren't all marketers, right? But they all had experience in growing a business. And so having that network, that built-in network, I thought was just incredible. And then finally having really, really specifically, this would be the third thing, is having I had really specific questions on pricing. How was I going to price this? And having a go-to person, right? That I could bounce ideas off, that could help me figure things that were probably, they're complicated, but breaking them down into a digestible, next steps, was invaluable. So again, those three things, learning that I got from you to take time to reflect, having that community, and then just having your expertise I'm eternally grateful and would not be where I am today. I started off, and when I came, I had one client, and I'd had a few, one retainer client. I'd had a few individual clients, and I'd picked some projects that probably weren't a good fit, right? And I had this phenomenal client, still really, I love to see other entrepreneurs build their business, but not the ideal client, right? Not my B2B, not my at certain revenue, and so I was doing all this stuff, and I was having a lot of fun working with them, but it wasn't where the right fit. And so I was sitting at a level of revenue that really didn't have any growth. I couldn't see any growth, and I would have had to have I would have had to do a volume style business. And I'm not a volume style girl, right? I'm much more strategic, consultative. And so it wasn't a good fit. And it really took a while. Yeah, because it was hard. But we decided that, we weren't going to pursue the relationship. And because it wasn't a good fit for my business. And when I came to that decision and started to do, how could I miss this? Started to do business development, like you suggested repeatedly in your program, are you doing it? Are you doing it? When I started to focus on that, the right clients came. And so then I landed the first right client, and then the second right client, and it's grown. So the business has grown from less than 6 figures to, I would like to see us hit $500,000 in the next quarter, and hopefully go beyond that in the next year, right? And that growth, I just could not have imagined that growth the day that I met you and started talking to you, how to get there, just to even have a vision for how to get there. And I would have thought it was just way too big of a goal. And it's not.